I understand that the full ITM strategy is not doable for me because I have very little savings and income. What should I do when it comes to buying gold and silver?
Well, I mean, you still have to establish your goals. And clearly from this question, I would say that you feel most vulnerable without gold and silver. And you should. Everybody should feel extremely vulnerable if all they have is fiat money. But I would say that you need to establish your foundation of money first. And if you have a little bit to work with and you can, add that in, I'd probably go to, barterable first, because you do the fractional gold coins. So it's easier to acquire the silver and the fractional gold coins.
Yeah, and like junk silver, rounds.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yes, but you also need gold, and so that's why I don't know availability, so you can't go by me. Eric would have a much better idea of that. But, things like Swiss francs or smaller Mexican pesos or things like that, fractional pieces, because you really do need that for things like property taxes and if there's medical things or, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But if you have just a little savings and a little income, then, I'd say you still need to understand what your ultimate goals are so you can work toward that.
Right.
But I think starting at a barterable level would probably make the most sense.
Yeah, because you can always come in after the fact and layer in your wealth preservation, asset protection, legacy, all the things and all the pieces that layer in on top of the opportunity positioning, which a lot of people ask questions about, but having the types of gold that then allow you to do the opportunity positioning.
Because what Michelle doesn't indicate is whether or not she has anything in the fiat markets like a 401k or a 403b or an IRA or anything like that. And if that is true, then you do need to protect those assets. And depending upon what you have, there might be a way. It might not be. I mean, I don't know because there's no real blanket answer for this. But, if that were the case, then you do need to protect them. So you might want to look at, how much access you might or might not have and maybe make some adjustments there to protect that as well as your barterable position. So it kind of depends. That's why talking to somebody on one-on-one, like one of our consultants, so that you can get more in depth, and you might just not be thinking about it. And then they have the opportunity to ask a few questions to help you think everything through and therefore make choices that really do indeed put your best interest first. If you like this clip and you want to watch the full video, just click right here. And to subscribe, click right here.